What the fuck you doing, dude?
I was waiting.
You want to look somewhere and send somebody else.
I had to move my eyesight.
No, that's what definitely.
You can't get him one.
No, I mean, no.
I guess this everybody?
Anybody else want to hear what the mayor has to say? Come on out.
Good.
I need a cigarette in my I'll have some eggs. Huh?
Does anybody else want to hear?
You're at the food bank. Did you go get food bank for everybody?
Okay.
This is the crowd we
Well,
got.
that's okay. There are people that live here that would now.
Okay, well, hopefully people here will strong enough to talk.
Well, that's nice for you to share.
I talked to many people yesterday. I was talking to people who noticed a pretty spent way.
That's great. That's great. Well, a lot of people want to help, they just don't know what to do.
It's very nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. What's your name? Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's nice to meet you, Mindy. You can call me Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yes. Okay, are we ready, Diane?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you know, the city council and the mayor have taken a position that we need to close the camp on Monday. And I have a list here for any of you that want something in writing to talk about, to see what we're going to continue to do.
I would like to listen to that.
Yeah, I've got copies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them with Doug or Jim, and they'll pass them out to everybody. This is Dan Hamill. He's one of our city council members, and Rick Sepler, who's our planning director. Okay. So as I'm sure you all know, we are on your side. We want you to have a place to be. So we have been looking for, I've been looking for 5 years. Dan's been doing it longer than that because it was before he was a council member. Trying to find adequate places for people to live in. As you all know, everything we've done isn't enough. We still need places. So what we are planning to do, what we're doing right now is we have contacted through Interfaith 45 churches to see if somebody will step up. I won't say that we have a specific response yet, but we're still going to continue to do that. Huh?
If we could just
Well,
get one, that would do. Yeah.
Right. So, I want to go through everything we've talked about. So, we had talked about would there be a camp that people could still go to that wouldn't be being cleaned up? So we talked about that. We have six camps that are going to be cleaned up on Wednesday, and these are we're only cleaning up camps now on complaints for high priorities like public health and safety. So we're not going out and cleaning up all the camps anymore.
Thank you.
No, well we're not, because we understand that there's not.
What does that mean?
Well, can I finish? Thanks. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish those camps on Wednesday, and then we will not be cleaning up any more camps till after the first of the year, based on public safety and health. So we're not going to do that anymore until we can find an alternative.
How long?
Till after the first of the year.
Yeah.
We got an alternative.
January,
I can't see.
January 1st.
Recording this.
However those days go. Yeah.
However many days we got.
We are willing to put resources into the group that is looking for a place to have people store their stuff, because one of the things we heard is there's no place put your stuff. You have to take it with you all day long, every day. So we are going to be helping the group, a partner, another partner that we found that wants to do that.
Your Honor.
What? Yeah, to find a place.
I'm not a sex offender.
I can do stuff, but you don't have to cart it around all the time. Yes?
Hi, Your Honorable Mayor. I hope I'm not interrupting inappropriately. One of the things I find, I've been in this for 10 years, there's been a lot of blessing besides, but you know, practically, sometimes I be inside. Anyway, we need a good mailing address. You know, I know I've been down through the Olympia 10 years. They had a place where our mail went. The whole, you know, we got a little mailbox. We need mail. I know we get general delivery.
We didn't talk about that earlier
But
today.
that's all I want to say.
But we'll note that that's another need that you have.
That's all I want to say.
We don't have.
Because general delivery works to some point, but there's some places they must have an address.
Okay, well, let me just say right now, there is an address to be published. Hope House has said that they let people use their address. So we'll leave that with Jim and Doug so that they know where you can get your mail.
Nice.
If you don't have a place to get your mail. Thank you. You want to come and stand next to me? And you might have more answers than I have. Okay, so that's one of the things. We have been looking to the partners that we want to have. First it was support, and now it is the county. We have a working group going. Dan's on it with me and Michael Lillquist and a bunch of other people. County executive, right. We are trying to find a site so we can build something more permanent.
We need to build it.
Right, and so what has been very difficult to do over the course of the last 3 years is actually find a place that we could build something, because there are objections to so far every site we found. So we're looking at that. We're looking for that now. Well, and what we need though is we're not talking about the objections. We're talking about like the property. The other properties we identified belong to the county. They have to cooperate with us.
Can donate it?
They can, but they have to be willing to.
I have a good idea.
Their willingness.
We're looking for the willingness, right? One more thing. I do want to make sure that you understand that when people talk about sweeps, we're not doing sweeps. We're not just going in unannounced and roosting people out. We're actually working with the HOT team, the homeless outreach team, and others to try to find a place for people to go. I realize that many of you here do not want to go to the drop-in shelter.
No, they got drugs, they got violence.
Sex offenders are the worst ones.
Okay, I understand, and your organizers have been very clear that you don't want to go there. But there is, well, Jim and Doug and
Kelly, I'm a youth. I go to the youth center.
you go to the youth center.
But I've been to my home 6 times in the last 3 months.
And I think
people, wait, please.
yeah.
People, normal people that walk the trails, my hunt us down. Me and my boyfriend were attacked and framed by a man because we were camping. We were there for 3 days. He came out with a huge stick of bright light in the dark, creeping around our camp and tried to beat us with a stick that he made specifically for beating homeless.
Okay, well, and that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Violence is not acceptable. So what I want you to do,
There's tons of them out there that are doing it.
well, so what we're trying to do is say, if there are camps that you know of that you want to go stay in until we can find something more permanent, we are not going to move you out of that camp, and we're going to take from now until the end of the year to try to find a better solution.
What about those that don't have nowhere to go?
Well, we're going to say that you can camp at this camp, or you can go to the shelter. Well, we have how many camps across? We're saying that if people are in camps now someplace, we are not going to take them away. We have 6 that we're moving, and then we're not. Well, we'll try to get it.
We need to learn to pick up that stuff.
Yeah, well, and so every campus, in Lane, on a lot of them is not good.
And I can't go up and down hills, rails, and
Right.
stuff. I'm just saying. And I just got over for the fifth time pneumonia in the last 6 weeks. I've been up for like 3 times.
I know.
And that's why I don't get sick anymore.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Just a second. She had her hand up first.
What are your plans with the property that's behind the fence on Cornwall, down there at the very end? It's just been sitting there for years. That could be a great homeless place.
Thank you
That
for
could be
your
a camp.
suggestion. We thought of that.
And what about housing pedophiles too? People who do sex crimes shouldn't have housing. Their housing should be jail forever.
Yeah, right. I agree with you.
So the housing, if you took out all the pedophiles out of all the housing, that'd be way more housing for the rest of us who don't have nasty crimes on our record.
Right. That you, and then you, and then you.
Nasty.
Go ahead.
Now, what kind of land does the city own that you could set up a tent city? If you keep on trying to push people into buildings, and they obviously did not want to do that. Okay.
Some people do. A lot of people do.
And then I hear you trying to push the homeless problem into a church-related
Purge night.
Yeah.
Well,
let people.
just a site. Just a site. Not making you go in the church or anything else. Just the only place right now in the city of Bellingham that is legal to have a camp is on property that's owned by a religious organization by state law.
By what state policy?
State law.
Washington
So
State.
that's why we're working with the churches to see if someone will say, you can use this parking lot, you can use this field, you can use something will actually be flat for you. There are other things you can use, but
So you're saying that they cannot camp on city-owned property?
we would have to change the law, which we could do, and we told the group this morning we're willing to look at that, but it would take us more than a week or 2 weeks. It would take us could take us up to 6 months to do it, because you have to go through the public process. You have to give everyone a chance to comment. You have to.
Okay, so what is wrong with letting them stay here until January the 1st?
Well, right now it's illegal for people to stay here, and what we did was we understood people wanted to protest. You've done a great job of raising the awareness. So many people who didn't know what's going on in our community, they know now, and I really thank you for that. But it's not legal for you to be here.
Or anywhere.
Well, no, it's legal to be on a church property or in a shelter, and I
And
realize
there's
that
no
those
chance
aren't
of that
the.
coming.
Huh?
We're waiting for an answer. There's no chance the answer's going to come. So now what are we going to do?
Well, there has to be an answer. We have been examining where people could be for many months. It's not that we haven't asked, haven't located sites, but we're getting no
Okay,
cooperation.
but still, exactly, but still, what are we supposed to do bottom line when it comes down to it? That is what our dilemma is, and that is what we want to do.
All get along and stick together.
Yes.
Okay, I think he was next, and then you.
Okay, you said you had a group together working on this, a
Yes.
specific group
The
assigned.
county and the city and some staff members. Yeah.
Well, I've just become a core member of the group,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to be involved in the encampment. And we request involvement in that group. Input, we put work in, volunteer involvement. We
Well-
can, I mean, because we, you know, it takes all kind of different thought processes to make something like this work.
Well, we have a public meeting, so you are welcome to come. The meetings are not closed, and we can have a public comment period at every meeting. What we're looking for now is a site. And unless you have a site to offer, we're working with people who might have a place where we could do it. And we're trying to come together and determine that there is a place that we can say.
That's what I mean. I'm willing to get on the team to find.
Okay, well, the meeting, yeah, you should come to the meeting. The meetings are public, and there's a room, and there's room for you to be, and I don't know if we,
It's the 19th. It's coming up. It's next
yeah.
week. Tuesday. Yeah, I think we met last time over there.
Over here in the bottom of that building right there, but I don't know, we'll post where the meeting's gonna be. Okay, you. Yeah?
And they ended up thinking so that he was a lie to the government. There's a lot of money that can be. They just so I see that also like a lot of things. Rent houses or buy a house. They have different groups of us here that are willing to put together. Just like these guys are great. They have represented like us, but they're not really.
Well, we have, right, I understand.
We know what we want.
And in Bellingham, the city of Bellingham, we have one of the lowest vacancy rates in the country. There are not houses, and they're not apartments. Well, if they're private, we can't make someone use them. That's another restrictions by the law. Well, I think the Opportunity Council, groups like that, place people and have big long waiting lists. That's their job. Is to help people get those houses.
So
I know.
The whole point of that waiting list is a problem. So
I'll ask.
It's a big problem.
It's a challenge because the area again we're not doing things right now. We're always looking for better ways. What I can say is the ways we have now get the folks off the street before it's too long.
Can you talk louder so the folks can hear?
Yeah, please.
This is what
Try to speak loud, everybody, so everyone can
we've
hear.
been having like a lot of problems. Like the people at Opportunity Council, they've done a great job. Don't get me wrong, but again, it's like out of solidarity of even dealing with them because we have been on the street and we continue to be on the street, and there has not been a solution to the problem. But the thing is that there is a solution to the problem. I brought it to them on numerous occasions. I didn't think I sent it to you. I was supposed to. No, I'm locked out of my email right now, so. But I still have the same. It's the same solution, and I would like somebody, if anybody can review it.
Shut the fuck up or knock the fuck out myself.
What's your language?
And it's like,
So the solution you have is what you just said to me about finding a house.
it's not only that. It's like it'll cover people that want to live in tents. It will cover people that want to live in transitional housing. It will cover people that want to move into housing. It's us helping us. We're talking to other people trying to help us and not giving us what we ask for or what we need. The thing is that we know what we need and we're able to find the resources ourselves and help each other to get it. You know, we should not be relying on anyone else or anyone else's service to help us.
I don't want to rely on anybody else. I rely on myself, and that way I know I get results.
I mean, it's nice to have groups, and it's nice to have people that are there.
So let's way more family than we have been for a while.
What I ask is like the people from the coalition send one person from each of the departments that they represent to work with us because we have our own organization. These guys are here to help, but we have our own. So it's like.
So what do you need from the city then if you can do it yourself?
Just
For now, say that it's okay.
And that's what we're having. We're having a problem finding the spot.
So
and they won't kick us out.
So far,
To say that it's okay when we find a spot that it's legal and they won't kick us out.
Yeah, that's
what
what
we
you
need.
From what I've seen, like, since we've been over here, downtown has been a lot more peaceful. It's been a lot more quiet. Because you know what? We have a place to stay.
Yeah,
we're not
we
roaming the
felt
streets.
safe
We're not
here.
staying indoors.
And we need that.
You know, the business owners are not complaining. And that, to me, that's great because I don't want. I don't like feeling like I'm unwanted. You know? It happens. Us safety.
Safety.
Like, we're not being threatened or picked on so much by people.
We don't have to smell each other and watch our back while we sleep.
I'm afraid.
Like serious.
And somebody always has to stay awake to watch the group. That's how we stay protected.
Things might seem like they're okay, but it's like they're not okay. You know?
I think we're we're aware that they're not okay, and we wish we could do better this minute.
The first night I got out of the hospital, I was sexually assaulted the judge. That cannot happen again.
Yeah.
Hold on. You're speaking out of turn, ma'am. I'm sorry, but people are speaking.
Okay, but everybody wants to talk, so
These gentlemen,
let's have everybody get a chance.
Yes.
you know, she whines. You know, respect due because they was giving me respect. You know, but the thing is that if I'm placed in a situation where I have to defend myself, and I would, I'd become a handful, and they would end up putting me down or in jail. And I don't want to be there. And the thing is that I would like us, which we are a community unto ourselves, which as a whole we are a part of this community. You know? And that's, I think people should realize that.
We have been for a very long time.
Other questions, anybody?
I think somebody had a comment here.
I said this was more family than we haven't been for a very long time.
Okay, that's good.
And the brother and I stayed all together for this. No we're strong.
Okay, you have something?
Yes. After Monday, like, what are you guys trying to do about the toilets and dumpsters?
The toilets and dumpsters, we have talked about looking for locations. I mean, we pay for them here, we pay for them someplace else.
Because
But-
of the large issue.
Yeah, no, and it is, and you can't have places that get locked at 10 o'clock, so I get it. So that isn't something that we've identified yet, but it's something that we've agreed to help with.
Yeah, and we shouldn't have to travel to
But
another part of the city to find one. 27 blocks to get one. How are you supposed to make it in the middle of the night? That's ridiculous.
Right. No, that's why we're willing to look for locations.
And the businesses were closing the bathrooms at 10. Now they're closing at 6 when they see it coming. Or earlier, just because they see it coming. That's not right. I go in, I never leave a dirty mess. And that's what they're afraid of. There's a gas station. I'm sorry.
I think this woman wanted to ask you a question.
Yes,
No,
go ahead.
no, what's going to happen? The question I was going to ask you, after we leave here, where we could go? I mean,
Well, personally, I believe that we need to identify where there's a place for you to be. Not necessarily that the city's sponsoring it right now, because it's illegal for us to do that. And we can't do it because you would support us and someone else would then take us to court and we'd be spending money in court instead of on you. So we can't do that. So I think you deserve us to let you know by Monday or whenever we can talk about it, where there are going to be camps where nobody is going to bother you. That's about the best I can promise today.
Next meeting, you said the 19th, and
No, the 19th is a housing meeting.
Homeless strategy for improvements. Mayor, county executive, to city and council members, and county council members, and staff members trying to find a place. Is it possible, like, the public meeting?
No, it's a public meeting. We notice it, so anybody can come who wants to. But you have to, when you come, you have to understand that we're trying to have a location. So we want to make sure that everybody's being constructive on talking about that one problem is what we're talking about right now.
One more thing. When you do find a place, that cannot be the end result.
No, we don't want it to be the end.
Then people will just move there and there will be no progress, there will be no housing, it'll just be that spot. That's not just what we want.
No, that's not the answer. We know that. Actually, and I'll be very honest with you, the main reason that we're talking to you about a camping site now is because you've asked for it. We would rather have you have permanent housing.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah, well, we would, but we can't build it fast enough. That's the problem.
Okay, what if, like, say,
What if,
right?
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Well, it costs more to live out here. I know that.
she's on a stick, so.
Okay. Yeah. It costs more to live out here than it does in an apartment, right? I have no background here. I have no any of that. And me going to the drop, and I'm off heroin for 8 years now. And not doing any other drugs, so it's kind of like a really bad place for me to be. And I've been beat up a few times there. I've been sucker punched in the back of the head, all that. This is why I have my seizures. I can't. 52 years old. I get a check from my. I can't get nobody to rent to me, and I can't get no help. So that leaves me a little bit less, and not saying I'm better than everybody here. It's just I do have income, but I have to repair. I have to buy candles. I have to buy, you know what I'm saying? Things that need. But also, when you're homeless, your clothes get molded, everything gets ruined, you know, and everything costs, and it's not fair.
I can't even get money yet, and I'm disabled. I filed 6 years ago in Indiana, and I lost my ID. Now I have to start over.
I have a blood disease. I have a liver disease.
Okay, so we have obviously medical problems. I think this gentleman.
Ms. Mayor, I guess that's proper. Rick Bohake, pleased to meet you. What I would like to address, I reckon, is I know that the drop-in center, maybe even mission, I suppose those are for some viable options for housing, temporary shelter, right? Some of us, myself including, have COPD. I've got walking pneumonia right now, and when I come into contact with those places, it just exacerbates the ailment, and so it's costing, or I'm assuming, more money in ambulance rides, medical treatment and stuff like that. So, but I come here, or I get outdoors, and my breathing clears up again. I get healthier. So that's all I can add.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You remember me? From just speaking before, or from another time?
Jenna. We went to the youth center last year. They had the ribbon cutting. No, the grief and loss where they're remembering the people.
Oh, right. I just signed another one of those today, and it made me very sad to have to sign.
I couldn't believe I was using those. I'm not from here. I'm from Lake Forest. I'm not used to seeing any of them. But I've been on the whole life. I love camping. My mom always had me do that. You can divide that. And things probably stress me out because I have a lot of bad memories.
Gotta get outside the box.
I've never met like a community that actually like works together. And yeah, we got our own states. A lot of us, that's the reason why we're homeless. We don't like to be sheltered around people. So we close ourselves off in the woods or something just to feel comfortable. Like I said, I was attacked in the woods. I haven't been in the woods so often anymore, but it's really nice to see a community.
Hell yeah!
Everybody gathering together and working together when they work together. I mean, a family fights, everybody has needs and problems. A lot of us may not want permanent housing. A lot of us should have permanent housing, especially the ones that are way over. I was thinking about Samish. They have that place turned down by Higgins, and I understand Higgins could be like pissed off about it because obviously they're using the bathroom. If you guys would just put the porta potties like this right here, and that place up on the hill, everybody says it's a tent city anyway. Everybody goes up there and camps.
Yeah, up on the hill by C Street
down
and
there by
stuff.
the
Yeah,
college.
up on that big hill, that one.
Yeah, where Jack and
across from the
they
fish
keep saying
hatchery.
that's where they're going to build a tent city, and there's always people camping there, but the college and everybody comes to and they sweep everybody out. Whether they
That's
legal
privately
or not,
owned, but I don't know who owns it.
privately owned still. I'm sure with the mayor's position, somebody could easily put it.
Well, you have to understand that we have been asking for years. It's not something we just started because there was here.
Accept donations from people that raise money for it.
Some of it right now is not the money. It's finding the place to put it, and that's way different. I mean, the people in this community are fairly generous with their money, but what we're working on now, as I said with Dan, is we need a site. We don't have a site, and so. But I mean, and you've given us some ideas. They're ideas that we've thought about before. But
There's a big empty spot just right down there where GP was. It's been empty for quite a while.
Well, it's cleaned up, but it's not, well, but of course they do. They have to. But we don't have control over the property there. So we have control over property. We can go through and look at all the property we have. Most of it wouldn't work for you guys because it'd be next to a neighborhood who's going to come out and give you a lot of trouble. So we're trying to not put you in a position where it makes it worse. Yeah, well, that's why we identified the side across the street, because it's not in a neighborhood. And it's close to the library and the courthouse and city hall. And I mean, some people say, well, we wouldn't want to be close to the police station. Well, if you're worried about getting hurt, being close to the police station is a good thing. So anyway, but we have to get the county to agree with us. We can't tell the county they have to give us that property.
And we're working with the county now.
Yeah, I'm appreciative that you're including the county.
You brought the point up on Monday that we weren't putting enough pressure on the county, so with his excuses starting to turn a little bit tighter.
Way to go, Jim.
Maybe we'll leave you alone for a week while we go after them.
Well, you don't have to leave us alone because we're involved in this every day, whether you're leaving us alone or you're not leaving us alone. So,
would you be able to come down at noon on Monday to give an update as to whether any property is available or toilets?
I can give you updates, and if I can't, somebody else can. Someone will be there.
Have Liz call me.
Oh, well, Liz can call you.
Yeah.
But, well, if people identify a place and you're not going to sweep it, then I think that would be fairly easy to move the dumpsters closer to where they are rather than here.
And if I can ask you to differentiate between cleaning up camps that are a human health hazard and doing what we do, which is go in with the hot team and try to help people find a place to be before the camp is closed, because we're not closing every camp anymore. We're not moving everyone along.
When did it stop?
When did we stop? When did we stop cleaning camps up?
Well, we've
I mean,
it's been a while since
people tell us it's still happening.
Yeah. Well, it is happening with
clean camps though, not
yeah.
bad camps.
Right.
Well,
we'll let you know when we see
Wait, just 1 second. I'm trying to figure out some information here. What we're doing now is we're not systematically going through. When we started, we had a place for everyone to be. So we would clean a camp up, and we'd have a place for them to go live, and that was good. That was like giving people a viable
An option, yeah.
Then what happened is all the places we had for people to go dried up. Because our vacancy rate's so low, we didn't have any place for people to go. So for a while we stopped. We stopped cleaning up any camp. Then we get the pressure from the neighborhoods. So then we're doing it on a priority basis, based not on just a complaint, but a complaint based on public health and safety.
For just this though, then you're able to, again, if everybody here decides to set up their community somewhere where you're not going to sweep.
Can you just say not sweep?
Oh, okay, not going to clean out, clear out. I'm sorry, I only say move people along.
And I agree with that, but there are places where people are sweeping camps and they don't care about the people that are there.
Take that sweep back.
Take it back.
Having to move every few days. So if you're going to let people stay till the new year, can those dumpsters and toilets, if they find a place for everybody to be, can those be moved there on Monday so that they don't ruin your environment?
Right. And what I'm saying is right now, if we put stuff there, it is like we are authorizing the camp. But I will talk to the city attorney again.
I have a question then. If you don't want to put it there, if HomesNOW raises the money for a dumpster and 2 porta pots, can we put them?
Well, right
without
now,
your permission.
Well, you can put them there, except what you need to understand is you're going to be illegally camping.
Right.
Because
But there's no place to camp.
Because there's no place to camp, and we can't find a church, so we'll let you stay in their parking lot. So,
Under like camping permits or something like that?
No, not in the city. They have to change that law, which I'd like to see the city
well,
do.
and as we said,
I know, but that's a process.
So one more thing.
That's a process.
One more thing, like just by us being camping in a spot, you get trespass from that area, right? If you trespass from that area, a person without a criminal record becomes a criminal by violating that trespass. You know, without the porta potties, without stuff like that, a person without a criminal record again needs to relieve himself, goes in the back of a dumpster, there it is.
There's
Again,
cameras
become a
in the
criminal.
alley. I've heard
So-
that they were being charged with sex offenses.
Right.
Well, let us talk a little bit more about that. I can't guarantee that that's available,
Okay.
but we can definitely continue to discuss it. We can, on Monday, as we're closing this camp down, we can talk about where people.
Because HomesNOW will raise the money for a dumpster and 2 porta pots. that we
Jim,
have.
if I could,
Yeah.
this is not one that most people give us permission. Put it on private property.
Right. Well, we'd rather put it when there's already been a camp.
Well, even
You just want it near the way that people are going to move to so that they don't
Yeah,
lose their
I had a
environment.
we
question.
understand that.
What if it's on property that's like, not really private, but it has to be public?
Well,
For them, or if
it
somebody
can't be.
private can give
It can't be public. It needs to be on.
What if it's just property like that people have been camping
Like,
for a while?
Well,
like
it's
the Jack in the Box.
You would be vulnerable to being moved because it's private property and you didn't have permission, and the city law doesn't allow it. We don't want you to get in trouble.
How about if we get the owner to say we can do it there? How about if we get the owner to say we do it there? The city doesn't have to sanction it, the property owner does.
Right? So Jim, I don't think the solution is
Go, Jimmy! Whoop, whoop!
You've raised a number of concerns that we will focus on. I tell everyone else here, we don't stop thinking about this issue. We live it every day. We don't stop thinking about it when we walk around.
Thank you.
We spend a great deal of time, and we hope to find some solutions.
Well, we meet Monday at noon with somebody, I guess, for an update. Thank you very much.
And Jim will at least call Liz. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I talk to her every morning.
Yeah, she appreciates that. So, thank you very much for your input. We really
Thank you.
appreciate it. I'll leave these with you. And I want to make sure that you understand that part of it too is keeping you out of trouble with the law. We don't want you to be in trouble, and that's why we're trying to find some alternatives that are less risky than others.
One last question.
Yes.
We already have the grass seed bought to reseed this. Is there a certain type of grass we need to put in here, or are you fine with whatever we put in?
We'll talk. No, we probably aren't fine with just whatever you want to put in, but we'll.
Because I have a bunch of pot seeds I can throw down.
Please don't help me out that much. No, we'll have Parks or Public Works let you know.
Yeah, let us know, because we already have plans to reseed it. We had plans before it was even brought up at city council meeting that we were already planning on reseeding it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Anybody have anything else? Yeah, you look like you wanted to say something.
Neil is our cook, our head chef.
Remember Occupy?
Yes, I do.
Sorry? You guys
No.
I was before my time.
No, you're causing me more pain.
Doug?
Yeah.
Doug, Amy, we need to talk to